How's it going, everybody? It's C-RadTV back here in another video. So, of course, it is time for another Detroit Lions 2020 NFL Draft Preview. This will actually be the last draft preview we do for this year's draft. So, let's get into it. So, in the last draft preview, we wrapped up all the defense by looking at the top Day 3 defensive back and safety prospects. In this video, we're now going to focus on special teams in this video. Mainly the punters. Because the punter's position is now in position of need for the Lions, since Sam Martin has left the Lions during the offseason to sign with the Broncos during free agency. And I was honestly waiting to do this video to see if the Lions were going to address punter in free agency, but it looks like they're not. So we're going to go ahead and do this video. Now for the punter, the good news is we don't really need to address this position until the 7th round, our last pick. I say the last pick we should use on a punter. So anyway, we got a couple punter prospects here to go over, so let's go ahead, let's look at them and see what we got. So the first punter we're going to go over here, hailing out of South Carolina, standing 6'5", weighing 190 pounds, we have Joseph Carlton. So for Joseph's strengths, he's a tall athletic punter with a booming leg, potential to be harnessed. He has rare size for the position, has excellent height, broad shoulders, long limbs, plenty of room for additional muscle mass, especially in the leg area. Has a good athlete, impressive top-end speed. He has experience running fakes also, so if you want to fake punts when it's like 4th or 4th and inches on the opponent's side of the field, you could do that with him if you're not settled on taking the field goal or anything. So yeah, he also smoothly snatches the ball out of the air, has efficient touch-to-toe time. He can get rid of the ball quickly and forcefully. As a result of his leg strength and his follow-through, the football usually explodes off of his foot and goes for a very good kick. He had a lot of improved touch and accuracy in 2019. In 2019, he also nearly doubled the number of punts he placed inside the opponent's 20-yard line. In 2017, he had 15 punts inside the 20-yard line. 2018, he had 16 punts inside the 20-yard line. 2019 was when it really improved, when he had 27 punts inside the 20-yard line. Overall, for his college career, he had 171 punting attempts in his career, and only one of them has been blocked. So we only had one block on 170, so around 97, 98% accuracy there, so that's not bad. Also in 2019, he also had 27 punts of at least 50 yards or more, which is a school record for South Carolina. Also in 2017, he had a career-high 73-yard punt against Missouri. So yeah, he can really kick that ball far. In 2018, he established a South Carolina punting record as a junior, and where in 2018 he averaged around 44.8 yards per punt. In 2019, he beat his record by nearly 3 yards when he averaged 47.7 yards per punt. So setting another record. So he's a very good kicker. He can kick that ball far. In 2019, he also earned All-SEC second-team honors. He was also South Carolina special team MVP. And also got an invitation to the Senior Bowl, so he really improved his stock there. In terms of his weaknesses, though, he's coming off a breakout 2019 campaign. He will need to prove that he's not a one-year wonder. So was it just a fluke year, or is this just the start of his potential? He's still work in progress in terms of out-kicking the coverage. You can see in 2019, he had 5 punts go for touchback in the end zone. So he has some improvement not trying to kick it into the fucking end zone. His personality, it won't be a fit with everybody. He signed with Steve Spurrier at South Carolina. And according to a lot of reports, he didn't really connect with the new coaching staff when they arrived in 2016. Also in 2016, he had the red shirt when he had a back ailment, so he does have a bit of an injury history there. But after that, it didn't look like it really affected him as much. He signed with South Carolina as a highly regarded prep punter and kicker. However, he's never attempted a field goal or PAT for South Carolina in a game. Well, mainly, he's a goddamn punter. You don't really need to go for field goals or PATs unless your kicker goes down. I think he does have experience, though, at kickoff, which was what Sam Martin also did with the Lions, too. For his NFL comparison, he's been compared to Pat O'Donnell with the Chicago Bears. He's a solid punter, has a lot of upside, a very good leg. has a lot of room to improve and add more athletic mass to him. Definitely someone to keep an eye on for sure. Someone to have on the board. So the next punter we're going to look over here, hailing out of Texas A&M, standing 5'11", weighing 195 pounds, we got Braden Mann. So for Braden's strengths, he has an unconventional build for a punter. His leg is spring-loaded, more compact build helps. As far as repeating his motion, he drops and allows him to get the ball away quicker when he needs to. He's at his best when he's asked to simply unleash the ball downfield, often driving it over the head of his returner. He improved as far as decaying kicks inside the 20 last year. It's not one of his biggest strengths, though, but he was much better than he was in 2018. 2018, he had 19 kicks inside the 20-yard line. In 2019, he had 26 punts inside the 20-yard line. So a bit of improvement in there. He was one of the best kickoff specialists in the country as well. He finished 4th in the nation with an average of 64.1 yards per kick in 2019. So he has experience at working at the kickoff area too. In terms of his weaknesses, though, he's focused solely on punting for only a short time. He has to get a better grasp, though, as far as directional kicking goes, so he has to work better at where he wants to kick the ball on the kickoffs. That has to be improved on. He still too often looks to hammer the ball at the expense of hang time, and therefore coverage, though. But overall, he has work to do as far as some of the nuisances of punting, though. But the talent, though, is there for a lengthy NFL career. Overall, for his college career, in 52 games, he had 109 punting attempts. Only one of those punting attempts got blocked in his entire career, so he's had a pretty good job of kicking the ball out. And throughout his college career, he averaged around 48.9 yards per punt, with the longest punt he had being an 82-yard punt, which he set in 2018, so he can really kick that ball far. His college career, he had 13 punts go for touchbacks. He has 22 punts go for a fair catch. He's had a total of 46 punts inside the 20-yard line. And he's had 57 punts of at least 50 or more yards. So he has the leg to kick it far. He has a few things to work on, but still, definitely a very good talent, a good punter. He also has experience on kickoffs too. So someone to keep an eye on for sure. Definitely to have on the board. So the next punter we're going to go over here, hailing out of Syracuse, standing 5'10", weighing 200 pounds, we got Sterling Hoffritz. So for Sterling's strengths, he's an athlete, explosive leg for his size. He gets the distance and hang time on his kicks. His directional kicking's excellent. He's helped Syracuse finish 3rd in the nation in net punting yardage in 2019. Where he only allowed a total of 17 return yards on the year. So he's very good at getting the kick far and not letting, and giving the rest of his special teams a chance, to make a minimum return and pin them deep. He also shows excellent touch when he punts from around midfield. His tight, quick approach, it makes it difficult to block his kicks. Overall in his college career, he had 270 career punts, and only one of them was blocked throughout his career, so he can get that ball off too. He can also serve as a kickoff specialist for whoever drafts him. In terms of his weaknesses, though, he doesn't have quite the leg strength that most NFL teams look for a punter. He's also going to have to adjust to kicking and conditions, though. He spent most of his college career indoors at the Carrier Dome and in the Southeast. So he doesn't have experience playing up north in the cold and all that. And in all kinds of other conditions. But as a senior, though, he had a significant home-road split in terms of kicking. When he kicks at home, he averages 46.1 yards a kick. On the road, he averages around 41.5 yards a kick outside on the road. So definitely improvement there. So he's going to have to learn to kick it. He's going to have to learn to improve his kicking outdoors in the cold and in all kinds of weather conditions, especially if you're playing up north, where your balls are always freezing off. But overall, he will appeal to any team that puts an emphasis on directional punching and finesse. For his college career, he played 49 games. Had 270 punts. Of course, one punt was blocked. For his punting, though, he averaged around 43.2 yards a punt, with his longest punt being a 65-yard punt. So, decent kicking, but he's got a lot of kicking power than the other prospects may have. But overall, he's had 13 punts go for a touchback. He had 112 punts be a fair catch in his college career. He's had 99 punts inside the 20. And he's had 72 punts of at least 50 or more yards. So, When he can kick the ball, he can kick it far. But yeah, definitely his leg strength could be improved, and he needs to improve kicking the ball outside on the road. But definitely maybe someone to keep an eye on for sure for the long run. And the final punter, the final player we're going to go over in this video, we have hailing out of Florida, standing 6'2", weighing 190 pounds. We got Tommy Townsend. So for Tommy's strengths, he's a long-levered punter. He transferred over from Tennessee to take over punting duties for his brother Johnny, as when Johnny became a 5th-round pick for the Raiders in 2018. Now, Tommy, he has a big leg. His real strength is his understanding of nuisances. He can get massive hang time on his kicks. It's a skill that just led to only 7 return attempts for 9 total yards on 42 punts last year. So definitely can get the job done there. He also shows excellent touch. He had 44 kicks inside the opponent's 20-yard line the last 2 years. 20-yard line against only 7 touchbacks over his entire college career, so he can really kick that ball far. In terms of his weaknesses, though, he tightened up his approach as a senior, though. He's still a little too deliberate, though, puts himself at risk of having his punts blocked. His college career, he had 2 punts blocked on 93 attempts, so definitely not really as impressive as the other prospects, so he has to really improve that. Improving his punting there. He didn't really handle kickoff duties at Florida, which makes that skill an unknown for the next level. So that does come into question, since Sam Martin also did kickoffs too with the Lions, and whoever we bring in as punter is also going to probably have to do kickoff duties as well. But overall, he doesn't have really the blast away upside a lot of teams look for in a punter. But he has consistency and ability to minimize returns and can pin opponents deep, which could be enough to give him a long look this summer for a lot of teams. So overall in his college career, he had played only 26 games, had 93 punts, with only 2 of them blocked. He averaged 44.8 yards per punt, with his longest punt being a 71-yard punt. So when he can kick the ball, he can kick it far. For his college career, he had 7 punts go for touchbacks in the end zone. He had 43 punts become fair catches. He had 64 punts, though, kicked inside the 20. And he had 25 punts of at least 50 or more yards. He only had a couple years, though, of college experience, but you know, it's tough to really say. He maybe could be something to look at, but you know, kickoffs, that's gonna be the big deal breaker. He didn't really have a lot of kickoff duties, so that's a question. And whoever we're bringing as that punter has probably got to do kickoffs too. For him, I say, you know, there's a lot of punters in this draft, though, that have had experience at kicking the ball off. So, yeah, overall, I'm going to have to say pass on him. I say go pass with him. I say he can do better with a lot of different other punters. But, yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap it up here for this NFL draft preview for 2020. That's actually going to wrap it up for all the draft previews I had planned for 2020. This is actually the last one. I waited off on it, but I said I'd go through with it anyway. But yeah, anyway, there's a couple punters in this class. You know, it's not really as deep, though. We don't really expect punter classes to be deep. Usually a lot of teams try to address it after the draft with the undrafted free agents. But yeah, I'd say, you know what, in the 7th round, I say just, if we address all our needs in the first 6 rounds of the draft, just address our needs, then I say 7th round, I'd say fuck it and just go punter with it. For punters, though, I would say either look at Joseph Carlton or look at Braden Mann. Now there's a chance Braden Mann could go in the 5th round. Here's what I say. If Braden Mann is there in the 7th round, take him. If Mann is gone by then I'd say look at Joseph Carlton. I think one of those 2 punters will for sure be there in the 7th round with that pick we got from the Patriots. But yeah, anyway, a couple punters to keep an eye on for sure. I think Braden Mann would probably be the better punter overall, since he has a lot of experience on kickoffs too. So he can really come in and step in for Sam Martin. You know, Carlton's had experience too, but you know, I'd say go Mann if he's there. If not, then go Carlton for plan B for sure. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here for all the draft previews. If you want to know where all the draft previews are, I do have a playlist for all of them. Just check on my playlist section on my channel and you'll find the draft previews, and all the previews I've done this year are all in that playlist. Say if you want to rewatch them all, in case you missed something on a player, you can rewatch them there. But yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. And if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe for more content and tap that bell for all notifications. But yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap it up for all the draft previews for this year's draft. All that's left now is the mock draft. What will I do with the mock? You'll have to see in a couple days. But yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap it up here. That's all I got to say. I've been C-Rad from C-RadTV. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out.